Hi guys, this is information that will follow along with your textbook in Chapter 1, as well as the worksheet that you have assigned to you in Week 1 Medical Terminology on Blackboard. Sorry about that. And so, as you can see, our first word that we're going to talk about here is hematology. Literally, as you can see down here, what this means is the process of study of blood. All medical terms have a root word. As you can see in hematology, the root word is hemat. Just like a tree grows from its roots, a medical term grows from its roots. A root word is the foundation of any medical term. All medical terms have a root word. As we can see here in just a little while, some medical terms have two root words that are combined together. But in this example, we have one root word and one suffix, which is the end of all medical terms. In between the root word and the suffix, as you can see, is the combining vowel. Now, combining vowels have to be here to connect these two parts of the medical term together. And the combining vowel is usually an O. Sometimes it's different, but almost always it is an O. When we're looking through the book, there's another term called a combining form. The combining form is the root word plus the combining vowel. When you put those together, hemato is your combining form. All medical terms have a combining form because you have to have a root and you have to have a combining vowel that puts them together. As I said before, some medical terms have two roots together. Elector is one root, cardi is another root, and as you can see, connecting the two roots together, we have a combining vowel of O, and connecting the second root word with the suffix, we have another combining vowel. In this case, both of those combining vowels are O's. So if I'm following the rules for reading a medical term, once again, I start with the suffix gram, which means a record. So this is a record of the electricity of the heart. As I mentioned before, usually roots are connected to their suffixes with a combining vowel of O. In this case, our suffix starts with a vowel. So we drop the combining vowel O and we connect the root and the suffix without that O. So again, if I'm using my rules for reading a medical term, itis means inflammation. So literally this word means inflammation of the stomach. Once again, here is another example of a medical term that has two roots with its suffix. So if I'm practicing how to read this medical term, I say the process of studying the stomach and the intestines. As you can see, here are our two combining vowels that put that all together. Last, let's talk about prefixes. As I said earlier, all medical terms have to have a root word. Without that, there is no medical term. All medical terms have to have a suffix, but not all medical terms have to have a prefix. Prefixes help show areas, put the term into context, and can show direction and the things like that, but not all medical terms have to have a prefix. So in this case, our prefix is hypo, H-Y-P-O. This slash shows us the difference between the prefix and the root word. This is not a combining form, okay? This is a prefix all in and of itself. So if I am reading this medical term, once again, using my rules for reading medical terms, I start with the suffix pertaining to, below the stomach. So this medical term shows me an area of the body that is located just below the stomach on a patient. Our three general rules for reading medical terms. Again, we start with the suffix and work back to the beginning. We drop the combining vowel if the suffix starts with a vowel. So it is gastritis, not gastroitis. And we also keep the combining vowel between two roots, like gastroenterology, gastroenterology, not gastroenterology. So you can see how important it is to be able to pronounce different medical terms. Didn't it sound goofy when I said gastroenterology? It sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about. So that's why as we practice throughout the semester, we will practice how to say medical terms correctly so that we can gain the respect of our colleagues. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you know how to find me in the Faculty Information tab.